Hi dear students, in the second class we were writing about some more writing sections. Let's see what are they. The first one which we have discussed is about informal letters, and the second one which we have discussed is about diary, and the third one which we have discussed is about articles. Now let's see what are these things. Informal letter, as you also know, is a letter which you are writing to someone whom you love, whom you care, whom you know very well. Am I right? An informal letter can be written to your parents, your siblings, your brothers, sisters, and then your friends, your cousins, your uncle, your aunt, and all those people. Which means, in a brief, when we are saying informal letters are being sent to your family, friends, neighbors, and all. And what is the format of an informal letter? First of all, you have to write the place in the sense you have to write the exact place first, and then you have to write the nearby town also. For example, if you are writing your place Valakandi, you have to write Kondoti also. Then only the people will be able to easily recognize. And then comes the date. Soon after that, you are going to write the salutation: dear mom, loving papa, my dear sister, my bro. Like that you have to write the salutation, and you are going to write the letter. What is the speciality of a personal letter, or what is the difference between a formal letter and an informal letter? Yes, of course, when we are writing a formal letter, our language will be precise or short, but including all the contents. At the same time, in a personal letter, we will not be making it precise. We will be writing it elaborated. And in a formal letter, we will be using only professional language. But in a personal letter, we can use the localized language also, which we and the person who is reading can understand very easily. And then towards the end, we have to just write yours lovingly, then write your name, signature, like that. There is no need of a proper introduction, body part, then conclusion, like that. But we can write, hi ma, how are you? Those things we will be asking when we are meeting that person also, right? Such things can come there. But we cannot say that there is a clear-cut introduction, body part, conclusion part, like that, like in the formal letters. Hope you understood it. Then we'll go for the diary. What is the format of a diary? Of course, when we are starting the diary, we have to write the date, day, and the time. All these three things should be there. And then soon after that, we can write dear diary. Listen, dear diary is not compulsory. If you need, you can write it. It's not compulsory. Okay? Then you are going to write what all things happened on that day. What all memorable things or important things happened on that day. When you are writing diary, you must be very careful. All the events which you are going to mention in the diary are happened in the same day. Which means they all will come in past tense. And when you are writing a diary, make sure that you are writing everything in past tense. Okay? Then in the last, there is no closing note and something like that. If you need, you can say good night. That's all. It's not compulsory also. And then comes articles. Just like formal letters, articles are also formal writing. Here, in an article, you must have a clear-cut heading giving a precise idea of the article topic. The topic which we are going to present in the article. That must be clearly given in the heading. And then comes an introduction part. Then the content part can be explained in 1 or 2 paragraphs. And then the last paragraph can be a concluding paragraph. That's all about articles. Only these 3 points we have discussed in the second class. I hope it is clear. Thank you. Have a nice day.